5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Red Rider!
10 seconds remaining.
Guys, welcome back to the finals for the
5
Denmark
seconds
Qualifiers WESG 2017. I'm Mike Larson, your caster. For the second game, Danish Dynamite already claiming game 1. Simple lane advantage, simple stall tactics, and Team DK, not quite enough power. They did go up against the Bat Rider in the first game, now going to grab it for themselves, and we'll see what Danish Dynamite
10 seconds
are going
remaining.
to pick up in order to respond to this. A Rubik as a quick response is not too
5
bad, but
seconds
we really
remaining.
want to see some way of, making sure the Bat Rider has good lane matchups. What we didn't see in the last game was the Bat Rider being challenged. Of course, he was in a full tri-lane, but it's not really super common. Maybe dissolve to a dual lane at some point, but the Bat Rider didn't really have much to worry about in lane. The napalm charges were always going to stick, simply because even though he was up against a Legion Commander, he wasn't up against Legion Commander in lane. I want to see a Danish Dynamite pick up some heroes that can actually answer the Bat Rider in such a way that shuts him down in lane. Though this opening is very interesting. Saw a couple of mid silencers
5
today,
seconds
perhaps
remaining.
gonna see another. As Rubik silencer, first of all, Rubik is really good against Bat Rider. That's fine. Bat Rider is also susceptible to silencer in the mid-later stages of the game, when global silence is going to usually cut your initiation in half simply because you may be able to drag someone, but you can't kill them. It's a pretty powerful set of heroes versus Bat Rider, but this is, I think, forcing the silencer into that mid lane role. It's not a bad thing. It's just something that you can definitely abuse. Just looking at the potential heroes that can be picked up to abuse this, mostly in the forward position role, Spirit Breaker is still in, Earth Spirit is still in, just advantageous lanes up against silencer, kill lanes for sure, can punish him.
Dire team ban.
It is showing quite a few cards for Danish Dynamite if that's going to be the case. They're going to get a Bane, though, along with that Bat Rider. That is interesting. Now, I love Bane. Bane is, I think, one of the more powerful support heroes you can pick up, but you really need some
10
situational
seconds remaining.
things to happen. Bane is not really good up against Rubik. You can kill him
5
off, you can
seconds
Nightmare, you can
remaining.
set up, whatever. And as long as you're setting up for something nice, Bane is always going to do his job. But you're already up against 2 ranged heroes, so Nightmare isn't really going to be all that dependable. You're up against Rubik, who will have a free stunned kill to stop your channeling of Grip. Plus the fact that when you're channeling Grip, you literally cannot do anything to stop the Rubik from stealing it. So that's all well and good. And you're kind of a combo-based support hero as the Bane. And you know what? That's not really good when you're going up against silencers. So, though I do love me some Bane, he's really not good up against silencer Rubik. They really need to make this Bane work. They need to get like a Mirana or something along those lines. Make sure that they enable the Bane very early on in kill combos. If they don't have that, the Bane is going to
5
suffer.
seconds remaining.
Or at least set up for really aggressive lanes, like Bane, Kunkka, Mirana, or something like that. Again, these are lanes that you really don't want to be playing when you're up against a silencer, simply because it's all combo-based. It's all very easy to answer with the global silence, but it's kind of what you have to do. Never mind, can't do it anymore. It's banned out.
Dire team
Mirana nailed, and you got the Lifestealer as well as the Doom also taken out. Lifestealer, probably one of the better heroes up against Bat
Radiant team
Here they can self-purge,
Legion Commander.
or Legion Commander. Why self-purge when you can purge off literally anyone on your team? There's the offlane scaling, and for Danish Dynamite, even if they fall behind a little bit early on, a couple pickoffs here and there with the infinite scaling of Silencer and Legion, yeah, they can come back from pretty much anything. Still clutch a
10
win.
seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Pick DK. Oh, it's a Riki. Man, they're just picking up like all the heroes I love. I love Bane. I love Riki. Riki is like my favorite 4-position hero to play because I can't play Earth Spirit because I'm not good at this game. But I can play a mean Riki though. Let me tell you, it's insane.
10 seconds
Riki
remaining.
is an interesting hero here. Now, isn't going to
5
have any
seconds
huge
remaining.
combos with the Bane or anything like that. So they're kind of missing out in that regard. But if you're looking to apply pressure to a Silencer, Riki is a pretty decent one. First of all, in lane, you'll be able to poke and prod at him. As long as you have those sentries taken care of, you'll be fine. And the same is also true for softer heroes in general. Rubik is obviously going to be hit pretty hard by Riki early on. But perhaps more importantly is that you'll be able to preemptively answer the Silencer Global Silence with that smoke screen. Smoke screen is one of the most ridiculous abilities, non-ultimate, in Dota. Like a huge AoE silence that persists, that slows, that gives you mischance. Like it does it all. We'll see what this Riki can actually get done. Again, Danish Dynamite, not really sure. I'm assuming it's a mid lane silencer right now, but there's some chance the Rubik silencer support duo. Really don't like that much. They would like a little bit of extra catch here. Not really sure what they can pick up to really enable that. Whoa, this giraffe though. No tail, master risk. I effing love you guys. You guys are busting out all the stops right now. So the Elder Titan is the pickup for Danish Dynamite. Looking at 4-position Titan, perhaps?
10 seconds remaining.
With a Rubik? As far as a roamer is concerned, it doesn't get any more
5
direct
seconds
than Elder
remaining.
Titan. You drop your spirit into the neutrals, into the lane, get all the damage, and start punching people. Not really going to be dependable all the time going up against heroes like Bane and Batrider. But this initiation style of Danish Dynamite is starting to come together. Not putting all their eggs into one basket like what DK are doing. Batrider, you initiate, and we'll cover you. But Elder Titan with the Stomp, Silencer with a Global Silence, Legion Commander with the Blink Duel. They have many, many ways of starting skirmishes. What makes this Silencer just do a little more damage, the Legion Commander do a little more damage with that ET. Can definitely make a difference. In general, though, this hero is typically a little bit too clunky. Like, he is, again, a combo-based hero. Going up against a Riki smokescreen is not fun for an Elder Titan to deal with. If you're silenced out of your stomp or anything like that, or able to place that ultimate, then you're going to be unhappy. Razor pickup for DK is the selection. That's going to be at least their attempt at handling the Silencer in lane. Together with the Bane, you can Nightmare and steal their damage at the same
10
time.
seconds remaining.
Which is maybe not Mirana levels of powerful with the Bane, but it
5
can certainly get the
seconds
job done.
remaining.
Assuming, of course, Danish Dynamite don't have an ET throwing in a Stomp there and a Legion Commander buffing out that Nightmare. Or just another hero there to pull off the Nightmare so that that drained hero can run away. A lot of mixed utility here for Danish Dynamite. I'm going to go on record right now, guys. I've been on record for a while. I think Razor's a giant trash can. I think this hero is garbage. But up against a Legion Commander and a Silencer, specifically Silencer in lane, if it's going to be that mid lane matchup, I can get behind it. With a Bane as well, makes it a lot stronger. You can see the style of fights for DK, though. Like, usually when you are with the Batrider, you want to be able to pull one hero, any hero if you can, into a lot of burst damage, kill him off. So obviously, or we used to see like Witch Doctor picked up with a Batrider. We used to see Skywrath Mage, like that type of style, where you can immediately make it a 4v5. Even heroes like Lina, you could use that pretty well, but Razor doesn't really have that. Razor will very slowly build up enough damage to kill off that lassoed target. And these Danish Dynamite heroes can, once again, protect each other. They're also not too soft. So they do definitely need a little bit of extra burst here. Seems like the Danish Dynamite side think the Razor's going to be going towards safe lane. Still looking for mid.
5 seconds remaining.
Lina combo based as well, so Silencer's still gonna have quite a field day here. But most mid laners are susceptible to Silencer. That's global silence. That's just how it works. You can maybe pick up like a Viper with the Razor, but that'll really cut into the scaling of DK, and I don't like that one bit. This is a tough spot to be in for Team DK. I still don't really see huge synergies here with the Bat Rider. Bane is kind of just out there as well. Limited synergy with the Razor. They'll grab a Troll Warlord. Very direct approach. That's the damage aspect into the lasso. This is a hero that might run into some issues, specifically up against this Elder Titan. Troll Warlord has a lot of armor. I actually don't know if Berserker Rage armor
5 seconds
is
remaining.
eliminated by the Elder Titan natural order. I don't think it is, because it's plus armor, and natural order only takes out your base armor, but it gives him green armor, so I think that actually might work. I'm not actually 100% on that.
You may now
Shadow
select
Fiend,
your
last
heroes.
pick for Danish Dynamite. That is going to be mid lane pick for Baby Knight. It will in fact be just Silencer support with Rubik support. No Tail will play the ET. Okay. That happened. Well, either way, the Shadow Fiend was going to have a much better time in lane than the Silencer up against the Razor. You get the raises, you can actually fight back. The Shadow Fiend, though, being as soft as he is, represents a pretty nice opportunity for Team DK to apply that early game pressure, but I'm more interested to see what this Elder Titan's going to get done. Is it going to be an ET Silencer Rubik offensive tri-lane? Is that happening? They'll put WESG on the safe lane by himself, expecting a Bat Rider matchup, in which case the Legion Commander will be doing just fine. Now, the Elder Titan is rare enough as a hero. Like, I think most of the time he's a 4 position. I don't actually know how well this will work out. It has a lot of upside. Like, the amount of damage you can put out with 2 range heroes poking, as well as the damage from an Elder Titan, is huge. But it also has a lot of risks, because it requires a lot of setup. And you only have that one disable in the telekinesis. If No Tail is going to get his camp blocked, like if they're going to go towards the offlane and do this, if this camp is blocked, then you just don't have an easy way of collecting damage with your spirit. So I'm not sure if that's what they're going to do. They might just run regular lanes, but at that point, it's like, you really want to give No Tail an Elder Titan and send him safe lane? Is that really your entire plan? ET's fine, but he's not that good. I think ET is like one of the heroes I play the most, because I random him all the time. It's really weird how much I random him. But, hey, we're paused. Let's go over who's going to be playing what. I don't know if we're going to have any swaps here. It doesn't look super likely, as Noya will be taking the 4 position Ricky. A little less than standard, but more standard than what Danish Dynamite have got going for them. Owned Me, playing the mid lane Razor, Master Risk. On the Bane, Hax is on the Troll Warlord. We got Hessa Joe taking the Bat Rider up towards the top lane, where Les QQ is going to be meeting him, at least as the Legion Commander. No Tail's heading up there as well as the ET, but I'm not really sure if he's going to stay there. Baby Knight will handle the SF. Got Solon to support Silencer along with Biver. The Rubik, who supports Silencer Rubik. Not something you can really get away with in this day and age in Dota. If your 4 position isn't a Ricky, Earth Spirit, Spirit Breaker, Night Stalker type hero, you're going to usually just lack kill power across the map. Silencer and Rubik, they don't really kill people very well. That's just not what they do. They're just safe, slow, and steady lane pressure heroes. They don't move around well. Don't gank. Apply that pressure. Looking at heroes like Bane on the other end. Bane is a really, really big guy. Like, he's got a lot of HP plus brain sap. Killing him off is not easy. He supports with this Elder Titan. Again, this is going to be a new experience for me. Telekinesis, a Spirit, Beatdown. If they had a little bit of extra disable here, like an Orb of Venom, or if this Silencer was like Avenge, I'd be so down with this.
The battle begins.
They will look for 3 bounty runes. Noya blocking, though. is gonna grab the bounty rune, and Les QQ is gonna get shut down. Get wrecked, Legion Commander. Still, it's gonna be a 2-2 rune trade, so it doesn't. 2-2, right? Yeah, 2-2. Doesn't really matter too much in the grand scheme of things. That's Joe's actually gonna shuffle down towards the bottom lane, basically against this tri lane, and QQ up towards top. 8 stacks of regen. Gonna go up against Troll, which he can handle. It's not going to be the most fun lane in the world for Legion. Mid lane, Sentry's already there. Bibber, get the lift up onto the Razor. That will do about nothing. Start draining from Baby Knight, whip down Bibber. Yeah, this is why you don't 4-position Rubik like this with Silencer. Like, you can't do that. It just doesn't do anything. That literally did nothing, by the way. Alright, so it is going to be No Tail on the off lane as the ET. I definitely understand not fully tri-laning it right now. I don't really think Bibber is helping Baby Knight at all here, but at the same time, you're splitting the experience between 2 heroes in this bottom lane instead of, and that does make all the difference. This ET really wants to get that level 3 mark to get the Stomp and level 2 Spirit, or he just straight kill. That's a Joe. Oh my god, calm down there, No Tail. Yeah, that's why you need a Rubik there to telekinesis. You will cancel the salve, or at least a little bit of the salve from SJO as well. But level 1 ET, as powerful as it is, not quite level 3. They're going to grab Own Me, hit him with the raise, and one more raise, and that's going to get the kill. Asterisk teleports in, but it's a little bit too late. Just a telekinesis into raise on the Razor. That is not supposed to be enough to get a kill, but level 1 raises, you get 3 of them. Pretty good, pretty good. Shadow Fiend is getting CS, and with that kill, he actually got the last hit, so souls, he's got him. Got all the souls he can possibly want right now. Les QQ is up towards top lane, and up against the Troll Warlord, up against the Bane. This is not enjoyable, but this is a lane that he can handle, and oh, it's a lane that they can handle. Bat Rider on bottom is going to take quite a bit of damage here. Curse is going to chunk him down real far. Fade Bolt, sneak in one more, got him. Nope, didn't get him. Fairy Fire. Rejected. Noya's gonna come with a DD, but this Ricky not quite fast enough. Even if he does jump in towards Bibber, he can do a lot of damage with the 2 right clicks that he'll get, but not enough to get a kill. The Bat Rider driven all the way back to the base. Shrines aren't even live yet, so he's got to go Fountain. Les is still having a slightly less than fun time, but again, this is not that bad compared to what Bat Rider's having to deal with. Level 1. Got level 3 in the Legion Commander. There's really no contest there. Razor up against SF matchup is kind of requires a Bane, it feels like. Otherwise that happens every single time. Like, this is part of the reason why I don't like Razor. Not the biggest reason why I don't like Razor. I'm sure you guys will see that in a little bit in this game, and I'll be sure to point it out. But like, up against certain matchups, he just doesn't do anything. Like, you really need a disable here of Nightmare quality to get any sort of damage drain, or be up against a hero that's just super immobile and super low range, like a TA. And even then, like, TA can put up a decent fight. Like Storm Spirit makes the Razor matchup really nice. The Joe with the Stomp. Spirit's gonna give No Tail plus 66. Trying to race with Firefly. No Tail's 8 stacks of Napalm on him, but 8 is not enough when you're talking about plus 66 damage. Noya is gonna get dusted. Right clicks from Bibber from the low ground. He's gonna get whipped once, not quite enough damage. We will force out a salve on Noya. Baby Knight alive, who isn't with that much regen. Is his courier just empty? His courier just empty, so Baby Knight has to retreat here. Keep everyone alive over in this mid lane. Kills going towards the Dynamite squad. Dynamite. Now ET, yep, level 4. This is when things get really bad as ET, or for the opponent of ET rather. Stomp lasts long enough that your Spirit can, after the Stomp, wander around, grab all the creep damage, even into this camp, which is not blocked, and then just beat down afterwards. They will find the lasso, or find the damage drain onto the Baby Knight, Shadow Fiend, but the quick Nightmare swap will get him a little more distance, has 6 stick charges. And I don't think Noya can actually get this kill. Let's be careful about being baited in. Here comes the Stomp. That'll flatten the Ricky. The Razor will be pushed out as well. Only level 1 Plasma Field. No Tail rotation. Showing up huge, and Baby Knight living, albeit barely. Actually going to shuffle out a lane, give Soul a little bit of free time over in the bottom lane. Does have to watch himself up against these stacks of napalm. But a Silencer being able to hold this lane just for a little bit, get half a level, full level's worth of experience, that does make a big difference. We're talking about a hero like Silencer, pushing that level 6 mark. All credit to Team Denmark, they tried. You gotta try to enable your Razor as much as possible, but it's not in the cards, it's not in the cards. Oh, this is a huge stack. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad for hacks. Here comes the stomp. Where's the damage? Plus 129. Here comes the beatdown as well. He's gonna miss a couple of times, but definitely not enough. Let's just grab him with a moment of courage, Brock. That was kind of silly. Troll Warlord is gonna feel the wrath of the staple gun. Or briefcase. No, what? This cosmetic is just a mace. What the hell, Ice Frog? I don't know what the hell Elder Titan is supposed to be wielding most of the time, but this is obviously a real weapon, and I don't approve of that. He needs to be holding a briefcase or staple gun or whatever. This is just breaking my immersion. I'm not feeling it. I'm sorry, Ice Frog. This is not your best. Hitting someone with a mace? What is this? What is... I think he's a paladin or something? Come on, man. Owned me. Don't get owned here. He's gonna dodge the telekinesis range just barely. Over in the bottom lane, though, that's QQ's charging in towards SJO. One more swipe of his lance. We'll get the kill, but here comes the damage drain. Someone's gonna try to body block and break it. Pause, please, is called. The TP out is successful. And Les QQ will get saved by some severe heroics from Solon. Body blocks to slow the Razor so that the drain breaks. And then he teleports out immediately after because Razor doesn't have any crowd control. Yeah, times are tough. It doesn't look like I missed anything elsewhere except for a ghost of a Shadow Fiend over here. I don't know what that is. Rubik is level 4. It's been pretty much a full dual lane. Almost a full dual lane for this mid lane. And the Razor is level 4 compared to the level 6 of the Shadow Fiend. You know, that's a fair matchup right there. Towards top lane, No Tail has no mana, though he does have some stick charges. A wraparound from the Bane does have a double damage room. No Tail's in a lot of trouble, actually. No, he's not getting with the Whirling Axe's range. It was already used. Master Risk has no way of cutting through here. No Tail is going to be spotted on the retreat. Will misclick and use Echo Stomp. That happens all the time, man. Like, all the time. He's now going to have to go back to the base. Bane's still chasing, but Bane can't do anything there. Tower in the meantime will be dropped. Catapult and Shadow Fiend, who's like a super catapult. Easy tower destruction, 5-0. For the Danish Dynamite side. Bivver, though, is in a lot of trouble. Brain Sap with right click, has a double damage Bane. He's dead. You know what? Much better him die than the Shadow Fiend. It's something for the Team Denmark side. It's definitely something, especially considering Bivver's net worth. Very high as to his involvement in the mid lane. Hotel. Having a party now for a top lane. Plus 156. You can do out hacks. Where's your Whirling Axes now? Unfortunately, actually getting the kill requires some help. Maybe slipping in for telekinesis. Stomp is out of range. Roll is fast. Those phase boots. We'll just grab all this damage for No Tail. Casual 165 yet again, Noya. You may think that he's spotted right now. He's not. Although, now it seems like they know where he is. This Bivver Rubik is in a really precarious position. Stun will land onto the Ricky. Over OG in the front line. He's going to get a status link off on the Baby Knight. Stomp to disengage. This will actually not work out as Baby Knight's going to turn around and try to raise Owned Me down. Not quite going to work now. The Nightmare onto Legion Command, preventing the duel. But here comes the damage from No Tail. 195. Drained out thanks to the Spirit. Is going to just go to work. Bane is in a lot of trouble. Brain Sap out off to the side. Les QQ chasing after Noya. Bane will dodge both stomps. Very well played. Will it actually help him, though? Trying to juke No Tail, though, is smart enough to use attack move. Attack move like that, and you won't get juked up the high ground. And it looks like the Ricky was able to slip away. That's going to be a silencer down for the Bat Rider. Also that Bane. No Tail is doing some serious damage right now, but inherently, this hero is going to fall behind in his ability to do damage. Have to build up damage items, tankability items. You want mana regeneration as ET. He's not going to be a dependable one hero. Is there a grip here? There isn't. This QQ does have 10 stick charges. plus press, plus Rubik backup. Gonna phase right through Biver. Throw back on Hesta Joe. Can't continue this chase. But No Tail is gonna eventually have to take a back seat. Right now, with not even Spirit maxed out, he's doing some serious deeps. Like, actually insane damage. And Baby Knight can pick up the slack for sure. I mean, that's the Shadow Fiend's job, right? Makila now up, he's gonna chug down some consumables. Spect is just gonna be going towards a very standard set of items for Shadow Fiend. The Dragon Lance build, most likely. No duels won just yet for the Legion Command. That's the missing part here. Dire side are going to be gunning towards. Just enable this Legion if they can. Try to spread the burden of damage away from No Tail. Usually it's going to be that damage dealer, but with this hero is not quite going to fill that role. He has the Soul Ring. It's usually going to be all the mana you need, together with the Power Treads and the stick. And now here's where the interesting thing comes in for Elder Titan. What the hell do you build? Most of the time it's going to be just aura kind of regenerative type items. You just want to build tanky, get medallions, stuff like that. You get a Yule Scepter. In this game, when you're in one position, I'm not actually sure. Can he get like a Radiant stat? Lift up onto Noya. Faithful is there as well. They have a duel incoming, but the jump out onto the Razor. Save Spirit line will be off the mark. Wonder what you get. Ooh, Shadow Blade? Not really. Like, usually it's gonna be like drums, Vlads, those type of builds, Solar Crest. Rod of Atos? Is that an item for? I don't really think that's the Joe though is in quite a bit of trouble here. Neutral's gonna fuel 135. Telekinesis and Master Risk doesn't have any mana for a Nightmare. Well, that's not good. They'll drain a little bit of No Tail's damage out, but he's still doing a lot. And Onmi can actually hit them because it's a Razor. He has no CC. Although he will catch a couple supports in the river. Stomp is gonna slow him down. Noya isn't gonna be slowed down though. He'll tear apart Solon. Yeah, so far Razor has done, about 0 in this game. This is why I hate Razor. You just can't do anything, man. Hero is so bad. Why do people still pick Razor? Drives me freaking crazy. And the worst part of Razor hasn't even come yet. I'll point that out when it happens. Not quite there yet. Knight pushing top is gonna go for the Hurricane Pike Dragonlance build. No Tail behind him. Pretty easy tower. Spirit free scouting. Really gonna show them a lot. Master Risk does have that grip now. You know about it. Level 7 Hacks is actually gonna hit with Stomp. Double raise. Might just get the kill. Not quite. They will just seal the deal on the tower. Here comes the Earth Splitter. Will connect onto Noya only. No Tail will retreat. Hesta Joe doesn't have a blink. Oh my god, he's only level 5! What? He's only level 5! Oh, that's why he doesn't have a blink, because he doesn't have Lasso yet. What the hell? Master Risk, careful. Almost just walked right into that Stomp, and he's gonna get the Nightmare out, but it'll be pulled right off. They really want to give this Legion her duel, but no, they don't actually. Never mind. They don't give a shit about their Legion commander. The duel will go onto the Bat Rider. Raise 1, raise 2, duel win. She'll get her dues in the end. 310 and Danish Dynamite are raffle stomping this game so far. Shadow Fiend untouchable on top of the net worth chart. No Tails, Elder Titan right behind them. Also, this Rubik has quite a bit of net worth. Arcane Boot's already up. I would imagine, go for a mobility item, Blink Dagger or Force Staff. Something along those lines. And this Bat Rider has been having a miserable time. He's gonna get lifted up. That is Napalm stolen. Stomp is gonna land. You can just stack up Napalm in the meantime. Napalm isn't great with Rubik, but does make your right clicks just do just a little more damage. Not like your Fade Bolt. Kazam. Where are you at, Hesta Joe, Rotten? You're level 6 now, but you have no items. Map is closing in. Solon is level 6 as the Silencer. There's a Troll Warlord with the Mask of Madness in play here, but it will be a Yule Scepter. The one position. Looks like he's just playing a regular Elder Titan. Just really nice item to have. Sets up for Stomp combos. We were talking about going up against a Razor and a Bane, like that extra disable, invaluable. And also just Yule Scepter, Earth Splitter, crack him in, easy game. Bottom tower down. Up WESG. They just want to get this Legion Commander a little bit of extra cash to get to that Blink Dagger mark. And she's essentially got it locked up right now, so she's good to go. They're just looking to apply that pressure. As long as they can rally around Baby Knight, as long as Biver will be ready to respond to any sort of aggressive play, pull a Nightmare off, cancel a grip, of course after stealing it first. Does have the napalm, so a little bit of extra scouting. Flash the napalm. Don't ask why it gives you vision, it just does. Spirit of the ET. Baby Knight just sitting there, plus 82 damage with all the souls he's stolen. Career, no tail, doesn't have a ton of damage himself. Gonna go for a Yule Scepter and a Force Staff. Yeah, just playing like 4 position hero, just a lot of wealth. I wonder if Dynamitus would have been any good here. Bat Rider is going to throw in a Flame Break. He's in a lot of trouble, though, because he can just get lifted up into a Stomp. There it is. Firefly now stolen, so they have full vision here. They will wake up the Bat Rider with the Firefly, but it literally doesn't matter at all. Mr. Joe is going to die. The towers will be traded, but it's a tier 2 for a tier 1, so again, it's a clean win here for Dynamite. Are they going to keep going? No Tail's not that healthy to keep going. Probably leave. Yeah, he will get out of here. Now the Blink Dagger is up on the Legion. Solan's going to try to absorb a little bit of EXP up towards top. Definitely needs some help. He's going to mess with the Troll Warlord. Curse goes on him. Noya going to jump immediately into action. Ooh, I don't know if he saw the Legion Commander. That would have been just on the edge. But Troll versus Legion without Blade Mail. This is really great for the Legion. She'll duel him anyway. But that's not going to do all that much. Mischance. And the Legion, in fact, is going to get torn apart. Yeah, you don't do that unless you have Blade Mail, bro. Like, that's just not how it works. Will catch the Razor. Oh, the Stomp is canceled. Oh, no tail. That's not how you play Elder Titan. Again, I always cancel my Stomp. Like, that literally always happens as Elder Titan. It's so easy to do. It's so easy to do. You're like, okay, I'll Stomp and then immediately Earth Split. Oh, I cancel my Stomp and now I can't use my ultimate. Feels bad, man. That also feels bad. Baby Knight missing twice in Wizard. They'll lose the Legion Commander. Fortunately enough, not give duel damage. Once Legion picks up a Blade Mail, then straight dueling a Troll Warlord is feasible. What the hell is it? How did... What? How did this happen? There's a siege creep here. Oh, this is not a good spot for Noya to be in, although... True Sight, there it is. A little bit of True Sight, and I think he should die straight to his nuke. He will dodge it, actually, with his ultimate, but now we'll get dueled, and then he'll die. So maybe it'll be better if he just died. Hax is going to go for a Shadow Blade. Troll Warlord does have a lot of game in the future, but not quite there yet. So many answers as well. Actually, that Blade Mail duel, you can't control it as Troll Warlord. If your Mask of Madness is on, you're incredibly dead to yourself. Even if your Mask of Madness is off, you do so much damage to yourself, it's insane. But it's like super bad if your Mask of Madness is on. Because you have minus armor, you're doing physical into Blade Mail, and you're taking extra. It's just miserable, man. This might also be miserable. Looking for the Yule Scepter, no tail. He's gonna stomp, not quite in range. We'll get a little more damage from the invisible, smoked out Bane. Joe, 1500 towards his blink. It's going to be an incredibly slow one here. Force Staff from BBK, latching on to the Bat Rider. A couple right clicks with the Stomp. That's a really dead bat. Solon going to push forward as well. Duel goes up in the north end, up against the Bane. Moment of Courage procs, not that many, but still enough to get the kill on just a Bane. Getting caught part of your plan, Bane. We're going to Yule's up the Razor. Here comes the Stomp. Here comes the Razes. Here comes the Pain. They will smoke up in the background. Noya trying to kill off Solon, but with the, oh, it's not quite enough. Stolen heal. Noya still not looking all that hot. Actually, not stolen heal, just proper heal. Another couple of kills, losing only your supports. Dual damage up to 30. Baby Knight running around unchecked. They will find an angle onto SQQ, get the grip. Get going, Legion. He's gonna finally go down. But this right here is going to be the point in the game where I can point out the biggest problem I have with Razor. He's at 4th place in the net worth, right? And he's been there for like the past 10 minutes. He will stay there for the past 10 minutes because the dude just doesn't farm. As much as I love Maelstrom, it's not really a great item on Razor. He needs that type of item to stay competitive in the farm, or he needs to get a lot of kills, and that's clearly not happening. So, like, once you're behind his Razor, oh, what the hell, BBK, what are you doing? Bro, why are you just walking in like that? He's gonna not take how much damage actually from that Troll Warlord. Now the Stomp is gonna get him a little bit of extra space. Own Me is gonna go down with the Suicide Requiem. Noya as well. No, actually no, Own Me's still alive, but here comes WESG. Jumping forward with the duel. Blade Mail not up just yet, but he has backup this time in No Tail. That's a lot of damage. Even with the static link, he's still just landing hammer blows on the enemies. A full team wipe, despite Baby Knight being in like the worst position imaginable for an SF. Still doesn't matter. The No Tail Elder Titan cleans house. Let's QQ cleans house as well. But yeah, the Razor is just bad at keeping up in the game. Once you fall behind as Razor, you stay behind. You will never get back into that game unless the enemies like actually feed over and move you kills. And that right there, guys, is why I think Razor is a gigantic pile of garbage. The dude just doesn't do enough. Sure, all of you care. And there are people who agree with me as well. I'm not just off my rocker here. There are people who agree. Clearly not people on the Radiant side. They think that the Razor has some merits. No, I'm not gonna lie. He has some merits. Guys, I don't want everyone to think that I think he objectively is a terrible hero no matter what. I think more often than not, he's bad. More so than he's good. No Tail is going to not be able to hit the Batrider with the Spirit. Global Silence is going to go out. He lifts up the Riki, and with the Spirit movement speed, just going to shuffle away. No Tail casually walking out. Now has a Force Staff, so next time he can push himself out. Second Force Staff for the team. No, third Force Staff for the team. It does cost them a Global Silence, but they now see the Batrider with the Blink Dagger. We'll be able to smoke up. That was in range of an Observer for the Radiant. Gotta run, boys. Gotta run. They are still spotted, though. Sentry and Observer placed deep. Owned Me. Feeling pretty good. Lost the farm. Suddenly, a million heroes out of nowhere. Earth Splitter. They will start trading Nightmares. And Owned Me is actually going to survive the duel, but will not survive in its entirety. Bane as well, picked off on the side. Mass Dusts go off. They'll see the Riki retreat into his base. Nightmare being pitched back and forth. It's very annoying for a Legion Commander to deal with. But, I mean, not getting dual damage there, who cares? Who cares? It's fine.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It looks like the Russian stream should be back, guys, and reconnected. I'm not saying you should leave. You're more than welcome to stay here, guys. I'm just saying you can get your native language casted if you want to. Noya is going to stomp, or get stomped by No Tail. Spirit damage stolen. Only plus 60 right now, but PDK already has a million damage. They'll just tear apart. Has to jump towards the north. No, I don't really know what No Tail's doing, bro. Get out of there. That's not your base. Master Risk. Gonna Nightmare the Shadow Fiend. They can just let that time out. They will stomp the Razor. Nope. Almost stomp the Razor. That Plasma Field did like no damage. This is not looking good here for the Radiant. Danish Dynamite are locking down the entirety of this zone. This tier 2 tower is usually a point of map control, but it is just a giant dead zone here for the Radiant. Baby Knight gonna go to work. They do have... I don't think they have turn. Oh no, Bane, what are you doing? Noah's gonna jump forward, looking for the Rubik. He'll force tap himself out of there. The Grip is going onto the Shadow Fiend. Definitely needs some help with the back line. LesQQ jumps in, gets shredded. They will unleash the Requiem, kill off the Riki in a 1-for-1 trade. Own Me. No more CC to lock him down. Master Risk, gotta be careful there, bro. Goes forward, but isn't gonna get punished. That was actually a reasonable exchange, although not really what they wanted. You get a Grip and a full static link on a Shadow Fiend, you kind of need to kill him off. But they were able to take down Legion Commander. It's not, again, not ideal, but it's not nothing. They do end up losing their tower and their Riki for it. At this point, they'll take whatever slightly beneficial trade they can get. War Staves, Yule Scepters, there's going to be 1.5 million of them. Not to mention the fact that Solon has been doing a pretty good job at stealing intelligence. 20 for 24 minutes in is pretty darn good for a silencer. We'll take a little bit of a pause here. Next objective, I think, should be at least wait for this global silence to come back on the silencer. Once you get that, you're a lot more immune to the Batrider and the Bane, and then go for the Roche. They don't really have a ton of Roche killing power. The Shadow Fiend has gone for a very defensive set of items, but just get some observers up and they should be able to take him down regardless. We have a medallion now up on the Elder Titan. Looks like they'll be feeling good enough to go for this, despite not having global silence. That's actually a lot faster than I thought. Yeah, Baby Knight still has plus 97. Doesn't even have the damage, soul damage count yet. So Joe is gonna see it. With the stomp here, they can kind of use it preemptively, which can hit the Batriders alive. Bird's gonna wander around. They see the Fireflies, so they're the Batriders around. Force Staff out, Dual Scepter, Batrider gets shut down hard. I do mean hard. And all grip. Stolen by Viver. Again, this is a free steal. Every single time you see it cast by the Bane, No Tail doesn't have a spirit out. He's going to try to just randomly stomp. Or Splitter rather is going to land, and my god, it's a lot of damage. That's maxed out natural order, by the way. 0 magic resistance for this Razor, and 0 armor as well. It does take away your gray armor, not your green armor. So all your armor being given to base and agility, that's all taken away. Razor usually is pretty tanky. He has a lot of health, but with no armor or magic resistance to protect that health, it's pretty easy to kill him off. Axe does have his Shadow Blade up, and he's going to get to work on this bottom lane tier 2. Level 16 though on the Troll. His base is in not a good spot. Joe is not going to get with the Stomp. It was Nightmare canceled in the channeling. No Tail does have a Force Staff out. He's still gripped up. Global Silence, though, is going to put a quick end to that. Hacks the BKB. He's going to try to get on top of No Tail, but he doesn't do enough damage with his build right now. Master Risk as well. Gets chunked down by Baby Knight. Raised to kill. And the Stomp will miss as the TP was canceled, I believe. I'm not really sure where the Rubik is going, but let me tell you, that's not where you want to go. But he doesn't have anything to be scared of because Razor's a bad hero, lol. He's finally go down to the base. Maybe now going to unleash his ultimate, lots of damage. And a lot of damage reduction onto this Troll and Razor. He has the Aegis, so he's going to confidently push forward. No Tail as well, with the help of the Legion Commander, going to get on top of this Razor with the Natural Order Aura. They will just tear him to bits. Baby Knight is back from the Aegis, and he's going to look to clean up everyone else. Batrider is still alive somehow. Will finally be brought down. Maybe not forced out by the buyback on the Razor. Stomp to cover the retreat, though, from No Tail on the low ground. We'll get them all out. Esther Joe, Blink Dagger canceled by the Spirit of the Elder Titan. They'll fall back once again, only losing 2 supports and an Aegis, claiming 4 kills. Oh my god, that's a lot of deaths, but only 3 kills. It seemed like it was more than 3. I don't think that was accurate. But 2 buybacks, so making that goal to Shane even more steep. Things are getting pretty hard, and not in a good way. Got Pride. What is Elder Titan going to go for? Medallion into Solar Crest. Still, he's not playing any sort of crazy one-position hero right now. He's just playing an Elder Titan as a normal Elder Titan, and it's working out. Because he has Baby Knight behind him to do all the damage, who is working with a full BKB now. SQ also. 72 damage granted by that duel. Pretty decent amount, 30 minutes in the game, so the Legion Commander can step up her damage game as well. We can see the Razor earlier, with no armor, just no chance up against this Legion Commander. Visible Biver, poking forward. There is a sentry here, but not really going to help. There's not much vision here. Not many opportunities there for it matter. They really want to take down this tower. And last time they kind of got a little bit busy killing off enemy heroes. Sentry will go up, not reveal how. Wow, this Sentry Ward for the Radiant is so lucky. It should be dead. It should be dead, but we're gonna fall back. Obs will be placed. It's gonna be dewarded. Oh my god. Okay, we'll kill the Observer back here. This Sentry, though, has seen some shit. It's like, guys, I should not be alive right now. The creeps don't see it. And the Sentries are obviously out of range. I don't know if this Sentry can see this Observer. Oh my god, they can see it. This sentry is ridiculous. Oh, that's so funny. That's such a good sentry. I mean, like, yeah, not having invisibility or on the dire side doesn't really matter. They don't have any. But still, that's just hilarious to me. Where the hell is this sentry? Double raises. Baby Knight, as long as he has 4 staff to back him up, he'll be fine. Also have less QQ, so even if he does get hit with the grip, encourage that off. Stomp Noya, 1 raise, 2 raise, miss. Earth Splitter is gonna land. Noya jumps up to the north. Doing a lot of damage on this Shadow Fiend. Own Me is gonna do what he can versus this Elder Titan, but the Global Silence does go out. Requiem as well. No Warlord is gonna shrug all of that off because of that BKB. Will all, though, be forced to retreat. Duel now goes off onto the Razor. Legion Commander taking a lot of damage here. Thanks to the Shrine, she'll lose the duel. Maybe not as well, not looking too hot. Has a 4 staff out, but with the lasso, can't get out just yet. 4 staffs are needed. Will Hurricane Pike the trolls again himself a little bit more distance. Nightmare being juggled. Stomp to disengage. Will land onto 2. Baby Knight is still A-okay. Will get his damage back from the Razor, and with a couple of raises, get a double kill with Alpha Biver. So much damage, and now with the Yule Scepter onto the Razor. 3rd raise will seal the deal. 4 are down, and that retreat, picture perfect there from Dynamite, will get away with not only the tower, not only 4 for 1 in the kill exchange, but also 1, maybe even 2 sets of racks here. This Elder Titan has been an absolute all-star. And with Biver and the rest of the team having so many 4 stabs, being able to keep Baby Knight safe for that long, doing that much damage, getting that many sets of raises off. It's going to be another 30 seconds before Team Denmark are at full strength. Luckily for them, they still have a tier 2 tower towards top lane, though it is being pushed. It is going to prevent them from being flooded with megas. But I'm pretty sure Danish Dynamite know that this game is essentially over. 50 attack speed for the Elder Titan, why not? Why not treat yourself, No Tail? The tower is going to be very quickly dealt with. Legion Commander, Blade Mail into a Heaven's Halberd. All these items are coming up. In the meantime, we have on the Troll Warlord BKB Yasha. It's not that bad, honestly, but Razor, where's your farm? Oh, they 4-staff the Bane in, and they're gonna duel immediately and crush him. They do get the lasso onto the Legion Commander. They're trying to focus her down, but now get the Blade Mail off. Is gonna 4-staff down to the low ground. Oh, Me is getting shredded by Baby Knight in the meantime. They're trying to go for No Tail, but another Yule Scepter will keep him safe. In the meantime, no one's on Baby Knight. He's killing everybody just with right clicks. Hesta Joe will be taken down as well. Ricky, the last sole survivor, will also fall. A full wipe, and again, for like the 3rd, 4th consecutive time, support on the dire side die, but their core stay alive. Their core is doing all the damage in the world. 15 to 42, Danish Dynamite.